Hi friends, we have with us Comrade Majumdar, Vice President of CITU. Welcome Comrade Majumdar on behalf of Voice for Public Sector YouTube channel. Kindly narrate the struggle of the farmers in the Delhi borders, which is going on for the last 9 months.
See, in fact, the whole movement is going on, be it farmers, be it trade unions, be it general public. The whole movement is going on against corporatization. The whole drive is for corporatization of land, corporatization of farm produce, and corporatization of public sector, corporation of government departments. So there is an all-out corporatization drive by Modi government since September 2020, and then this movement is growing, and this has developed a historic farmer movement against corporatization. The main thrust is corporatization against land corporatization. For the first time it is happening, and then corporation farm produce also. So both they are handing over to the big corporates, both national and foreign. So this is the main movement, thrust of the movement, and historic Delhi movement is taking place. In fact, it was organized, originally planned by joint trade union platform and Kisan organization AIKSCC. Together we decided that the movement will be held on 26th November 2020 will be the general strike of the workers, and there will be Delhi march, Parliament march for the peasants will be there on 26th and 27th of November 2020. This was originally planned. But since the government did not allow them to enter in Delhi and present their views before the Parliament when the Parliament was in session, so ultimately there was spontaneous farmers protest that then we will not leave Delhi, and they sat there surrounding Delhi borders. That is how Delhi borders movement started. Originally it was not planned, it was planned to come to Parliament, and it was government who prevented them to come to Parliament, and that's why a spontaneous decision was there by the peasants to sit there in the border itself and stay there till they allow them to come to the Parliament. That is the position. And originally that has developed. Yes.
We want to know what are the demands, and the government says that they are happy with the three bills that they have introduced and enacted in the parliament. But the farmers, in fact, the government says that the entire farming community is happy. Only a section of farmers are agitating on the borders.
What they are misleading the people. The one Farm Act says the land can be given in contract. So to the business people. So therefore, land on contract basis given to the corporates and outsiders is taking place. So this is the first that is happening in entire African lands have been taken in Africa. The land has been taken by the big corporates. That is how the whole thing is taken. See, this is one Farm Act. The other is they are removing the mandi system. See, now there is some restrictions that the farm produce cannot go from one mandi to the other places. So the mandi was there. So mandi system. What the government has done this time is that remove that restriction, interstate and intrastate free movement of farm produce. Government is saying this will give them a better price. It's not true. It's not true. What is happening that the farmers will not say, this middlemen will take purchase from the farmers in cheaper rate, and they will take the intrastate within the state and outside the state all the farm produce. This is the one thing is happening. That is the second farm law which is there. These are the main two issues on mandi system they are removing, and their additional demand is the MSP, minimum support price. That is their additional demand that is hanging for long, and government says that we are giving as they demanded 1 plus 50. That means cost plus 50% above that. That government is saying. But what the Swaminathan committee report, commission report said, they are ignoring that. Someone said that the value of the land and interest of the money they have taken loan and all that should be added to the cost. So government is not adding to that cost. Where in other industrial production, the land cost, production cost and the infrastructure cost, or every cost you add in the valuation of a industrial product. But why in agriculture you are not adding that as a cost and then plus 50% above that? That is a Swaminathan committee report. So that is ignored. So government is misleading them, saying that we are input cost, like fertilizer cost, this and that, but land cost, the money investment cost, the interest on that, these they are not adding. That is the main things. So farmers are saying C2 plus 50 and government is saying A2 plus 50. That is the position. There is a difference.
There is yet another act that has been amended, that is called as Essential Commodities Act. What impact it will have on farmers as well as the ordinary public of this?
They say, that is why I said that free movement of this thing, agricultural produce, will lead to the, on one side it will, government procurement, it is not mandi system, government procurement is also an important question. Now government procurement they are trying to reduce, and that will lead to public sector, the PDS, public distribution system will seriously affect. So food security will be in danger if they are allowing free market to move, and that is why Essential Commodities Act has been amended in such a manner that hoarding of the agricultural produce, there is no limit. There was limit ultimately, now hoarding is not limit. So Adani has created 40 godowns already in Haryana. So this will be full with the agricultural produce. So there will be no restriction. So for these, they have removed that restriction, which is the Essential Commodities Act.
Comrade, in your lifetime, you have seen many struggles. But how do you view this struggle? Because it is continuing for more than 9 months, 10 months. Have you ever seen such a struggle in your lifetime?
Now, it is not only in my lifetime. Since after independence, this is one of the unique struggle. A long-term peasant struggle, a unique struggle. There are several peasant struggle earlier also, but this is also has a unique feature. This type of struggle, indefinitely staying in Delhi borders, surrounding them, this is a historic struggle. So that way it is, that's why we said it is a historic. The word historic we are using because it is unique and historical event. Another historical event is going to take place at today, that is on 5th of September, Mahapanchayat in Muzaffarnagar. Lakhs of workers, this is another history they are going to create. It will also be historic gathering, Mahapanchayat. And you will remember that this is where Muzaffarnagar in 2013 the riot took place, and through that riot Hindutvadi forces came to power both in Uttar Pradesh and at the center. 2014 they came to power, Hindutvadi forces, and one of the basic reasons was the Muzaffarnagar riot. This Muzaffarnagar riot in 2013 created ground for all India communal divisions. And through this communal divisions, they came to power. So both in Uttar Pradesh as well as in center. So this Muzaffarnagar has become symbolic. So for communal unity, both there is interestingly in those areas there is Hindus, Muslims and Sikhs also are there in substantial number of peasants. So in Tarai region, in sub-Himalayan region. So all of them are coming together. Aspect of this. This is a unity of the communal unity, and peasants, lakhs of peasants will be Mahapanchayat in Muzaffarnagar, and from there another unique call is being given that Mission Uttar Pradesh, Mission Uttarakhand. This is a slogan to remove the BJP government from power. So it is taking in a state where caste politics became dominant. Now This is being converted as a class politics. The classes are rising, the peasants are rising, irrespective of their community and caste, they are all unitedly rising against this communal forces which have taken over power in Uttar Pradesh as well as Delhi. So, Muzaffarnagar, it is a historic rally today is taking place. Lakhs of peasants have arrived through not only in Uttar Pradesh but outside Uttar Pradesh also. And from their mission, Uttar Pradesh call is being given. So this is a significant.
How many peasants organizations are participating in this movement?
Lakhs.
Who is leading it?
The lakhs of say another important feature I would like to tell you about is this Delhi Historic Kishan Movement, Delhi Border Historic Kishan Movement has given rise to a new platform of the peasants, united platform of the peasants known as Sanjukta Kishan Morcha. Sanjukta Kishan Morcha or SKM is an outcome of the struggle. It was not in a room, they have not in a meeting and they have not decided to united platform. It has emerged out of the struggle and no peasants organization, big or small or whatever may be, who remained outside any organization, they now today outside this SKM. So SKM itself is a outcome of peasants movement of this country today and a historic development of this also. All peasants unity has developed, unprecedented peasants unity has developed by SKM and this SKM leading the movement today.
In support of the farmer struggle, the insurance employees led by AEA went to the borders and gave financial assistance to the struggling farmers. What is the message you want to tell to the insurance
What is
employees?
the message you want to give it to the insurance employees?
I appreciate the insurance employees for the social work they have been doing. See, as far as the LIC is concerned, be it pandemic related, the migrant workers, help to the migrant, relief to the migrant workers, and peasants movements. In fact, insurance directly they have given and they have given lot of money to All India Kisan Sabha and about 3.5 crores of contributions All India Kisan Sabha Center they have received today, till today. And out of that 3.5 crores, LIC has got a big contribution in that also. Now, out of this, 50,000 every month they are contributing to Gazipur border peasants for their daily expenses. So, how this money is being utilized. So, in that LIC employees has a big contribution. So, I must thank LIC for this. They are always, LIC employees are always in the forefront of people's struggle. Wherever the people's struggles are there, relief are there, be it migrant workers or flood or drought, whatever may be, they are always in the forefront. This is what I have seen. Amongst the middle class organizations, of the employees organizations, always LIC is the forefront. I must appreciate that, and this role LIC should continue. And not only that, another important feature of the insurance is that united struggle of all federations, be it central government employees, state government employees and other middle class employees all together, wherever they are, I find them all united together and then joining the broader central trade unions. The LIC is playing a big role there of the federations unity and central trade unions unity together. So this unity of the workers unity, LIC has a big contribution, and in the relief areas they have a big contribution. So insurance employees throughout from their very beginning AIIA has this philosophy, and they are carrying on effectively and very efficiently. I must appreciate that.
Normally when we speak about farmers issue, only the male farmers are being projected. But in this farmer struggle, we could see many women are spontaneously participating. Be it last time that People's Parliament or today this, how this was made possible?
See, this is also a unique feature in this farmers movement. The women are coming forward, particularly in where the feudalism is very dominant, and casteism and feudalism and this panchayats and all these things, the feudal systems are there, where they are not allowing the women to come forward. Here the peasant movement is given rise and women are coming forward women peasants first time they are in independent India, women peasants coming forward in the struggle from such backward areas where democratic movement is wrong is a very unique feature of this. This is also very significant in these areas.
Thank you, comrade.
Thank